I've been sipping too much activist. Got rap money in the mattresses. The whole team got straps in this. Just the way of life. You better play it right or pay the price. Being famous won't save your life. I bet you Kenny won't slip. Boy, I spent plenty on wrist, and I still pour Henny on the look. I spent some time with your bro. Then I got a sign from the Lord. Told my nigga keep a 9 in your car. Seeing demons in my life that me misleading.
What's going on, y'all? Back again with another episode of The Leak. I'm here today with a special guest, a young, talented, beautiful young lady by the name of Roxanne Rae. How you doing today?
Very well. And
okay,
yourself?
I'm doing all right. Kind of wanna, cause I mean, you say you're from the area, you're familiar. So I mean, like, what is? How do I want to even like get into this interview? I even like it's something brand new for me. Something. I mean, like, tell me a little bit about yourself just to get into it.
Well, I'm Roxanne. I'm 21.
Okay.
I grew up in South Florida, and I'm a biology major, and I do the porno. So
do the porno.
I do the porno.
And is like Roxanne the real name, or is that like the name that you go by to you know, the safe
stage name?
Stage name.
That's what we call it.
Okay. Okay. So and what is that was your first one? Because I know a lot of people, like, as far as when rappers or other people, when they're changing their names so other people can notify them by that. Was that like the first name, or was there other names?
That was the one and only. I don't have enough creativity to keep changing it. So.
Okay. And tell me a little bit about yourself as far as like how, like, you know, because it's interesting, because I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I've always wanted to dabble in the area, but I've never like thought about like actually going forward with it. So tell me a little bit how you got into it.
Well, from a female's perspective.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know what a man has to do. Have a really big penis, I think.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's a lot. It's a hard task to get into.
Oh,
Trust me.
especially for like the men that do it. I have a lot of respect for them.
I mean, hey,
can you imagine having to?
Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's not what I heard. It's not what it seems. But I mean, from
I don't know what it seems.
I mean, not from a male's perspective, but just in general, like, it's not what it seems, because people think of it as like you just turn on the camera, you have sex, and then that's it. But it's more into it than just as simple as that.
Oh, there's a lot of behind the scenes.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about that.
Well, you have to get to know the person. You barely know their legal name. I mean, you just meet them. And you have to get to know them, get to know the director. I'm pretty sure for them it's really hard, but I don't know. When you have sex, I mean, it's quite simple, but when you're actually doing it, it's I mean, it's a long day. You have to take your pictures. You have to take the pictures of the sex first. You go through all the positions, taking pictures, and then you go back and do the videos of having the sex.
Really?
And then you have to do the pop shot, which is where the cum comes out and goes wherever it's supposed to go. And then they have to go back and take pictures of that. And it's just a lot of pictures.
A lot of pictures.
Then,
a lot of cameras in your face, basically.
And then if there's like a script, you know, those ones where, the schoolgirl does, there's scripts. Like there's actually scripts, so you have to memorize it. And if you mess up, they have to go back and cut. And the guy gets unhard, then you gotta like cut it off. I mean, it's just.
I mean, it happens. It happens. But I mean, I guess it's work, and that's why, you know, it's such a big industry. That it's became the big industry that it is today.
It's huge. It's one of the biggest industries.
So I want to know. Tell me like about like your first day on set. Because I know it had to be like a very interesting day, just the first time actually being around all the cameras, going to have to go through that whole day. Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, my first scene wasn't like a huge scene for like, you know, like Penthouse or anything.
Okay.
But it was for this company where I knew that girl that I was with because we had the same agent. So that kind of made it easier.
Okay.
And she was like this raging slut, which was awesome. So she was used to it. And she was like, woo. And I was over here like, I just lost my virginity like 8 months ago, you guys. I don't know what I'm doing. So then the guy was really nice. And they just told me, okay. They posed me for the pictures. And I was like, this is happening. This is really happening. And then we had sex.
And then from there,
And it was awesome. It was a lot, when the sex started, it was a lot easier. And it's all the anticipation.
Okay. Now you said during that moment in time, you said, oh, you're thinking to yourself, it just happened 8 months ago. So what happened? Well, you just lost your virginity 8 months ago. So what was the transition from 8 months to now I'm doing porn? Like what was that?
I lost my virginity to this boy
Mm-hmm.
in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to college. And I had this boyfriend, and I hated him. He was like the worst boyfriend ever.
Wow.
He was just an awful boyfriend. But he wouldn't go away, so I just had to keep dating him. I was like, we're breaking up. And he was like,
nah.
No. And I was like, fine, whatever. And then my best friend came from Arizona. And I was doing this thing called webcamming.
Okay. Actually, this weekend they got CamaCon. Yeah, they kind of got this little thing going. I've heard, through because I'm aware. Like I said, I've always wanted to dabble.
Yeah.
I've even made up my own name for myself.
What is it?
I go by two.
There's a big one.
Yeah,
you can't do that.
It's tough. I mean, Little Bigs is the name that I thought about first, but right now I'm just like cooling with Porn Star Leak.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little but I mean, it works. It gets people notice it.
No,
people
you're right.
But Little Bigs was the first one because like I'm a small frame, but then again, the bigs
big
come.
dick.
Yeah, a little. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. So but back to what we were saying. So basically, the transition from then to from the 8 months of the 8 month span. I want to say you had the boyfriend. You had. A friend. You said that
my best friend. We've been best friends since we were 13. These are her lips I have on my neck.
Nice.
Yeah, but
very full lips.
Yeah, she had a big mouth. But
hi, best friend.
Yeah, hi. So I was webcamming, and she was living in my dorm room.
Okay.
She was squatting in there because I didn't have a roommate.
Yeah,
and so we needed to make some money, and she started webcamming. And there's this website you could go onto to find like adult work.
Yeah.
So she signed up for it, and this woman agent found her and was like, "Hey, you're pretty. Come talk to me." So my friend was like, "Can you take me to go talk to her?" Because I had the car. I live here. I was like, "Sure." So we went, and the lady's like, "You're pretty. You want to do it too?" And I was like, "Sure."
Not really wanted to do it, or you kind of wanted to, I guess.
I didn't really think about it. I was like, my best friend's gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. We're just gonna do it. She doesn't do it anymore, but
okay.
We're still best friends.
No, that's cool. That's always cool.
That's always cool. My bitch.
I mean, speaking of your bitch, I see you dabbling the ladies. Dabbling in the ladies. I mean,
I don't know where you've seen where.
I'm from. Listen, I've seen a couple things. I've seen a couple things, but I seen you dabbling. Tell me how. When did that like? Because now the fad of girls is being like gay. But they're really not once you get them in that scenario. So tell me, since it's really real over on this side, tell me about that.
Well, my first love, I mean, I was young, so I don't know if it was real love.
So you really like girl, like for real. You said love as in play love or love?
No,
as
like
in love,
this the first love I've ever had was a girl. But I don't know. I don't really emotionally get involved with people anymore, so I don't really know if I like. I mean, I'll fuck a girl and a boy at the same time.
What's your favorite between the two? Since you said
it's a lot different. I mean, of course, you can't really. You can't,
but I mean, some people do,
oranges.
but it's kind of so it's no choosing.
No.
Okay.
If I'm in the mood if I'm in the mood for dick.
Then that's what
that's what I want.
It's not a fake joint over there from.
I don't like the fake. I don't like strap-ons.
Okay.
They don't feel the same.
Okay. Now, I've also noticed a lot of interesting things, by doing my little research and stuff. When was the when there's a lot of guys in the room?
Or like a gangbang?
Yeah, because I've seen that happen a couple times. When was your first, like, how was that experience? Because you took me through the first time, but when was the first time for that? That must have been...
That was a really scary day.
Yeah, I could imagine.
That was my first double penetration as well. My first... Yeah, wow. It's a lot of firsts. I did that... There's this award show called AVN Awards. Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
I see you're a nominee. You're there.
I've been nominated a few times. I haven't won anything. I'm not that special, but
you're special to me.
Oh, thanks. You're so flattered. But it was the week after that. I was booked for my first gangbang, and I got sick actually at AVN because all the people.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh great, this is lovely, but I don't know. If you feel sick, you should have sex. It makes you feel better. I'm just saying. from first experience.
I'll write that down. I'll write that down.
I met all the guys. 2 of them I've worked with before, so I knew them. And then one I really wanted to, and then the other one, he was there, and I was like, okay.
Okay.
So we had to do the pictures first.
Yes.
It's always the pictures
Always the
first.
pictures first. Okay.
So I'm doing the pictures of like me being naked and, you know, like looking off into like nothing. And, you know, and then like the guys come in. And I'm freaking out. I mean, I've done anal a few times before that, so I was like, okay, but I've never had
double 2
inside of me at once. So one guy was on his back, and I had to sit on him, and the other guy was going to come behind me. And, you know, he came up behind me, and I was like, oh, dear God, I don't know.
What was that? Just
my mind, like, exploded of, like, anxiety. I was like, I'm freaking out. Like, I'm freaking out. And then, like, he put it in my butt, and I was like, okay. Okay. But before that, actually, I was like, I need to go to the bathroom. And I went to the bathroom and like, I was thinking, I was like, I don't know if I could do this. I was like, I don't think I can do this. I was freaking out in the bathroom.
How many moments have you had like that? Just that one?
I've had a few like that.
Okay.
But I do it and I'm always happy. But
Understand.
yeah, and then we finished the pictures and then it was time for like the real thing. And then we did it and it was the best experience. And it was actually nominated.
Okay. Oh, okay. So that's one of the it was 5, right?
Yeah.
I've one of the 5. Okay, so one of the 5 out of that.
And then the movie was also nominated. But it was like I claim it's my movie.
Your movie, because I mean you're the star.
Yeah, I was on the cover.
Yeah, so that's yours. Forget everybody else. Forget everybody else. All right. So basically, in the industry, who would you more so want to work with male or female?
Okay, female, I have 2.
Okay.
I have Maddie O'Reilly and Riley Reid.
That's my dog.
I know. And then boy, I want to work with James Dean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Pop Shot, or for the people who don't understand, the coming at the end of the videos, would it more so be on the face? Or in the mouth, or on the body of any way? Like, what would you prefer?
I take a pretty mean facial.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
I want that.
Okay. You want that?
I want that.
Oh, alrighty. How is being in the porn industry? Like you said, you're naked most of the time, and it's hard. I feel like to be in a relationship while you're doing that. So. Do you prefer being in because have you been in a relationship during that? Because you said you had a boyfriend in the beginning of kind of like that stage.
I had a boyfriend.
But it was boyfriend-ish.
I was his girlfriend. He wasn't my boyfriend.
Okay. Well, all right. then forget that question. And which you said you can't pick between guy or girl. Like it's apples and oranges. It's 50-50. Some days it's this, some days it's that. But who eats the best vagina?
That is really
people say girls.
That's really person by person. You really can't. I know some girls that can eat it. I know some guys that can get down and dirty in there too. But...
Okay. Alrighty. Is there anything I left out? Anything I left out that we need to know about you, that we need to find out about you? Like you said, you LA, we're gonna see you in a couple months.
Yes.
Okay. Any new videos you thinking about working on, or people you're thinking about working with, besides the few that you named?
I have no idea what's in store.
Okay. Just up in the air, just ready to work, ready to.
Just ready to.
And you said you're a biology major.
I am.
I know you. You may not want to mention your school. That's cool. You know, we could leave that out. But how important is school to you now, more so than 2 years ago?
It's more important now, because now is actually I'm in that part where I'm done with all those like prerequisites.
Okay,
you know? So now I actually have to focus.
Exactly.
Now it's hard.
Okay. Well, yeah. School gets hard after the little electives and all the the easy maths and the easy sciences and stuff like that. So I could totally understand that. And last thing I want to also know, like, if you could describe yourself in one word or 3, which word or words would those be?
Do you want 1 or 3?
I want one.
Sarcastic.
You're really my best friend. That's what you really want to be.
Biffs.
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 Well, hey, guess what, guys? I got a new best friend. Her name is Roxanne Rae. She's talented. She's beautiful. She's working hard. We're gonna get this degree. We're gonna get pre-med, right?
Yes.
We're gonna get that. If more videos come out, we're gonna see them videos. And just make sure you look out for her. Make sure the next AVN Awards you vote, because we're tired of being nominated. We want a winner. We're winners here. That's what we're gonna do. It's another episode of The Leak. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, so today we have a recurring guest, Julian, here on the podcast. And to say what's up.
Yeah, what's up? I'm back.
Okay. And today we're going to be taking questions from Julian as to why, quote unquote, he gets annoyed by girls. Rolls eye.
I'm going to be real, man. It's a lot of, I wouldn't say regrets. I'll just say lessons learned, you feel me? Because nothing is a regret, because I feel like every decision that I made, it was the decision that I wanted to make at the time. You feel me? So I wouldn't say that I regretted anything, but looking back at, there's always going to be shit in your life that, you feel me, you wish you could have did better in a certain type of situation, but you feel me? Like, we learn from that, so I'm saying, like, we had failures, so the only way to get, I feel like, to the top rank of success is you gotta learn how not to fail first, you feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just take every failure.